Hi there my friends, this is Grace and welcome to process video 171. This is my first layout featuring the February Flavors of the Month kit from the ScrapRoom Kit Club, and specifically it features papers and products from Cartabella, Our House collection, and also some from the embellishment kit add-on for this month. So I'm working with 7 3x5 photos, and one of them I will trim down to about 2.5 by 2.5, but I'll start off first with my background. I will be using both of the blue cardstock that was part of the mini kit. This is going to be a double page layout, and I will be, let me see, so the design that I wanted to do was I wanted to put all of the photos on the bottom and then pattern papers on the top. And what I did was I just kind of measured how much of the papers that I would need to kind of fill up the page, and it just so happens that I need about 6 inches of it, so it was perfect that I could cut about I think the photos are 3.5 by 5. But anyways, so I cut the papers the same width as the photos, and then I cut them 6 inches so I can put them on the top, and then there would be a little bit of an edge on the top and the bottom, because if you've been watching my videos, you know that I like kind of this thin color of the cardstock background peeking through the front, because I like to frame my page. So now that I've adhered the papers, I also rounded the top corners of the papers as well, just to kind of give it a little bit of a different shape to it, because this page looks like there's a lot of hard corners of it because of the rectangles, and so I rounded the corners. And then the photo that I trimmed a little bit smaller, I think it's about 2.5-inch square. I wanted that to go on the top somewhere in those pattern paper strips, but I knew that if I just put the photo that it will get lost, so I decided to mat it. And I was kind of figuring out if it would be good to mat it with white or kind of a beige type of cardstock, and I went with the beige because it just seemed like that fit well, or fit better with the colors and the tone of the papers in this collection. Now I was looking at the blue cardstock, and there's nothing wrong with it. I felt like it needed a little bit more framing, and so I'm actually going to adhere the entire thing with white cardstock. And again, if you've been following me, you know that my quote-unquote white cardstock is usually the back side of a pattern paper that I don't care for anymore, and that helps me just to kind of use up my stash, because there's some pattern papers, especially if they come in those pattern paper packs, that they're usually just one-sided, and you know, there's some patterns that I don't really care for anymore, and so I use the back side of that to act as my white cardstock. Another thing that I kind of wanted to do differently with this page is to use my handwriting. If you know me again, like, it's kind of like my comfort zone is to just print out all of the journaling for whatever page I'm making onto a Word document and just print it out. But I kind of wanted to do something different because, for one, the products that were in this collection, as well as the embellishment add-on, they had a bunch of die cuts and tags, and so I kind of wanted to use those, but at the same time I felt like kind of do something different other than what I've been accustomed to for the last maybe a year and a half. And so that's why I have that tag on the top next to that square photo, and I'm going to handwrite my journaling, which I rarely do, or I never do, it seems like it. So that's kind of different with this one. I would say that I'm mostly a creature of habit, but for the most part I kind of like, I don't know, when I get bored at something I switch it up. So that's what I'm doing here. With the title, there were a few stickers on the sticker sheet that I really liked, and a few of them are these ones that I am compiling or putting together as my title. The title will be Happy Memories. I was debating if I should put the thankful on the top to make it look like, or to make it read as Thankful Happy Memories, but I like the banner to go on the bottom of that. So that's what I did. And then I just added a bunch of the stickers. I really like the stickers that were included in this kit. It's chock full of images because it's a whole 12 by 12 sticker sheet, which is so much fun. And then to kind of give a little bit more design to my tag, I added some twine from my stash. I will be adding that to a few more of the tags that actually just one of the other tag that I found in the embellishment kit. The photos, it was just a little bit of fun that my son, my youngest son, and I were doing in the backyard. I was actually taking a picture of something else. I can't remember what it was, but he comes up to me and says, "Take a picture of me too, Mama." So I was like, okay, I'm happy to oblige because I know that when he gets a little bit older, he's not going to want me to have the camera in his face all the time because that's what my teenagers don't like. So I just wanted to document this kind of mini photo shoot that I did with him, and he really hammed it up on the camera, and so that makes this mama happy. So anyways, that is my layout. I'm just kind of creating 3 different clusters on my page to build that visual triangle. I have a few elements next to the photo, the square photo and the journaling, like a bird and a tag, and then the cute houses, those are stickers from the sticker sheet, and I added that to the top right edge. And then there is the space where my son was right next to a wall, and it has created a very big white space on the photo, and I added some embellishments on that corner just to give it a spice it up. So here are some close-ups. If you have any questions, make sure that you leave it in the comment section below, and please check out the ScrapRoom Kit Club for more information about the flavors of the month kit. And I will catch you guys another day. Bye!